What's good, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Weekly Outlook. Now, with NFP, with FOMC, we have seen very wild price action on gold, especially, right? But what are we expecting in coming days? Let's quickly find that out. Let's take a look at DXY on a monthly time frame. Right here, as I earlier mentioned, that DXY looks very bullish to me, at least unless and until this low is protected, or rather 100.6 odd levels is protected. I think DXY will continue to pump at least until 111 or so. Uh, let's go on a weekly time frame and see what's happening. So yeah, the closing, it looks very good to me, and it shows the momentum on DXY could further continue up at least about 106 odd levels. Or we might see, definitely we would see some reactions starting from this zone itself, 104.2 higher levels, where you can plan some temporary intraday shorts, which would be great in my opinion. Let's go on a daily time frame. Yeah. Now, only what's concerning is the consolidation, right? The price action has been really very bad in recent month, and how I see it is it's better to stay a little cautious unless and until we don't really have a decent price action, something like this. You see a very clear price action forming lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And look at this. This is very choppy, very messy. And again, as usual, I would try to avoid forex pairs, especially Euro USD, GBP USD, which are highly inversely correlated with the dollar index. Right now, let's drop to Euro USD and see what's happening. So on Euro USD, if you guys remember recently, in the last weekly analysis, I had marked these highs. We had our previous month high, and currently we are in this range where I think it's a very good chance we will try to take this low. So if you are still interested to short, the only thing that you could potentially do is continue to look for short unless and until this target is met, 1.07237 odd level, right? And after that, I think there could be a continuation up to grab this liquidity, and then maybe again this would be a decider for further continuation, right? So that's pretty much it on GBP USD. Sorry, on Euro USD. Let's quickly take a look on GBP USD. So look at the price action. I need not say anything. Just avoid this mess. It's as good as a suicide trying to trade this. No good price action, complete sideways. Now, unless and until we don't break above these highs or break below these lows, in my opinion, it's not going to be a good trade. And in the recent analysis, I did show that this is um, your monthly fair value gap from where you could potentially expect reactions, and you will most likely get a very good continuation higher if at all price wants to head higher, right? So my only plan of action is, unless and until you don't see 1.2500 odd levels, do not trade GBP USD, do not buy. And on the upper side, I would want to at least see a sweep or a break above 1.28 to 1.28300 odd levels, right? So for me, the Euro USD, GBP USD, not very good pairs currently to trade. Now let's finally come to gold and see what's happening. So let me close this, go on a monthly time frame, and look what's happening. So in the last month, I mentioned, right, December, we failed to close above, which means there could be a potential pullback on the downside, right? And you see, we are constantly trying to make higher lows from the last, what is this, since November, right? Now let's close this again. Go on a weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, one very key observation that I've made is, you observe the close, we have managed to close even after all this entire bullish momentum and suppress the fall with the non-farm payroll. We continued to drop, and we still managed to close above previous week's high, that was 38 odd levels, and we have closed at 2040 odd levels, right? So that is one sign wherein you could potentially assume this could be a bullish week. But let's further drop on a lower time frame to understand what actually can you expect. Now on a daily time frame, let me now open this up. Yeah. So on a daily time frame, right here, we had a small imbalance of which we have had a very beautiful reaction. Let me mark this up. This was the imbalance. And yeah, we've had a very beautiful reaction from this imbalance itself. Now, of course, in hindsight, it's very easy to observe and analyze all this. That is why it's always convenient to have your plan ready for whatever price level you see. Now let's drop on a 4-hour time frame and see what's happening. So if you guys follow me on Twitter and Telegram, you know, on a 4-hour time frame, I did mention I want gold to close above on a 4-hour time frame about 2065, and that is when I will be very comfortable to look for long positions, right? However, we have failed, and hence the drop after a lot of consolidation. This was NFP. Now let's break this down further. What I think is, unless and until we are protecting, we don't close on a 4-hour time frame below these lows of 2029 odd levels, we are good to look for longs to target this supply area right here. And this would mean that you could see something like this, and then a potential reach and up to this point. Now, this again would be a decider point, so make sure you are closing all your positions here. And now the second opinion from a bearish point of view is that if we manage to close below this on a 4-hour time frame, there's a very, very good chance this time we will head back down to this demand area at 1990, maybe sweep this low and continue further below and try to test this final area right here. So 1950 odd levels could be a potential target for shorts if you see 4-hour being closed below 2028, 2027 odd levels for a comfortable approach, right? So very crucial week. It is clearly giving you a mixed signal because DXY looks bullish. Gold is also looking bullish based on a weekly time frame. So be very careful, be very cautious with your positions. Make sure you take a small stop loss and try to take decent targets, right? That's pretty much it. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.